Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Ned Mac with DFS Stats and Facts, and I'm right back. AC on blast. It's really hot out. It's Wednesday. $20 entry. You already know what time it is with Draftkings. Strictly Draftkings. You can use the players on FanDuel, but do not come for me for the salaries because I don't know them. As well, there are a lot of injuries still. Not yelling them all out today. You should know this by now. But there's other injuries. Not even other injuries. There's other players you can choose from. Excuse me. But yeah. Without further ado, I'm getting right into it. It's only 4 game slate. You should definitely be flipping, flipping a couple dollars into big dollars today, without any struggle, anything like this. No brainer stuff today. All right. So real quick. Russell Westbrook played last game. I'm starting to see a little pattern with Houston and a couple other teams. They'll put like their 2 stars, but they'll have 1 star play, rest 1 star, and vice versa. So today we have James Harden, who's questionable, but he's probably going to play because Russ played last game, who is out this game. So James Harden is at 11-1 if you want to go high, 60 flat, excuse me, 32-8-7 with 3 steals and 1 block. Indiana ranks third against his position today. If you want to go lower, I got it. Cal Lowry at 8-6. Why not against Philly? I'm not even going to talk about my team right now. 40.3, 15, 7, and 8 with 4 steals. And Philly ranks sixth against his position. Also, I have Fred Van Vliet on here at 7,300, 36.3. Gave you 14.35 with 4 steals last game. And again, I already told you, Philly ranked sixth against guards. Moving on. Speaking of Philly, let's get Richardson in there. He is finally producing because no one else is really playing. He's at 5-7. Gave you 38 minutes. Wow. 50.8 in fantasy, 34, 15, and no way I'm reading that right. 34, 5, and 6. Excuse me. Toronto ranks fifth against guards. Tyler Hero and Dragic. Do not forget about these guards tonight. They are slept on heavily in fantasy right now. Tyler Hero they're both at 5,300. Okay, that is a steal, especially in these lineups tonight because there's not going to be a lot of players out there. A lot of the stars that you usually choose are not playing. They're going to be injured or just not playing. So Tyler Hero and Dragic, just to name two. 29.3 for Harrell last game, 17, 5, and 2. And Dragic gave you 33.5 with 11, 6, and 9. Okay. Harrell also went off 2 games back with 51, and that was on good old Phoenix, the only still undefeated team in the bubble. So Harrell can definitely give you those buckets. Just watch out for his playing time, though, and Dragic as well. But yeah, if you want to go small forwards, I'm only got one on here, and that's my boy, Hawaii Leonard, since I'm messing up with names today. 9,500, 59.5. Of course, he's going to cost you, but he gives you 59.5 in fantasy. That's the last game out. 39, 2, and 6 with 4 steals. Power forwards, let's go with Siakam at 7.5. He gave you 30.3, which is really not his best, but 30.3, 14, 7, and 2. Philly ranks 23rd, and you better believe that he's going to get more fantasy tonight. Just being honest. I got to be honest, right? Bam. I told you about this guy before, and I looked back. The day I told you to pick him up, he went off. Okay, 7-7. He plays OKC today. They rank 24th against big guys. 32.3, 10, 9, and 4 with 3 blocks. Last game out. Bam. Abadebayo. I think I got that right. If you want to go high up, I got you, but please be careful because you really don't have that many to choose from today. Embiid, they're saying, and I quote, I sort of don't quote, ankle injury, not that serious. They're saying in Philly. So monitor him until that game starts because that's what I'm doing because I want my boy in there. He's been on a tear in the bubble. You already know what he does. I ain't even put no stats down here. He didn't play the last game, so it's really not fair. But Embiid, okay, monitor that man. If you don't, you can go to scary pick at Jokic, but let me just tell you that Jokic only gave 21.8 against the Lakers last game. I don't know what happened in that game. I did not watch it. I worked a night shift, so I actually missed it. But gave you 12, 1 rebound, and what is that? 4 assists? Yeah. And that was only 26 minutes. So please hit me up in the comments or hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what happened that game, that he only played 26 minutes. But again, you got to watch out for these coaches because they're starting to pull some players and making sure that they're rested and ready to go when it comes to playoffs. So, yeah, just be careful if you're going to go high up today with centers. That's all I got with the players. I'll get into who I think is going to win today. And I'll start off with Houston beating Indiana because TJ Warren is out. And TJ Warren is pretty much their Victor Oladipo nowadays. I'm just go ahead and say it because a lot of other people aren't saying it. TJ Warren is going the F off. Toronto, not tonight though. He's out. Don't do it. Toronto could possibly beat Philly, but we actually play really well against Toronto. So on paper, I say Toronto. In my heart, I'm going with Philly. But every time I say Philly's going to win, they lose. So I say Toronto over Philly. Miami gets OKC. And that didn't even sound right when I said it. And I got Clippers smacking Denver tonight. So let's go. Honorable mentions. I didn't put him on the paper, but Michael Porter is still balling, but he is declining. So I didn't put him on here because I don't want to be like, Michael Porter, Michael Porter. Then you put him on here, and he does absolutely nothing. So yeah, no Michael Porter today. Who else is an honorable mention though? I'll go with Jimmy Butler. He's been giving you good buckets. I'm being very generous today. Who else, man? Don't get caught up in those centers though, man. For real. I'm just talking now to make the video a little longer. But yeah, that's really all I got for you guys today, man. I think I gave you enough players. Um, happy betting. Do your thing. Stick with your gut. Go with your heart. Your fantasy heart. And above all, get this money.